This month?
No, not this month. This month.
This month?
November. Good. What was last month? What was last month? Last month was
October.
October. What will next month be? What will next month be? Next month?
The next month.
Not the next. Next month.
The next month.
Not the next.
Next month
Will be.
December.
Not December.
December.
December. Good. What will the month after next be? What will the month after next be? The month
Month
after next will be
January.
January. Good. What was the month before last? What was the month before last? The month before last was September. September?
Yes.
Yes, good. Okay, good. What do the letters AM mean after the time? What do the letters AM mean after the time? The letters AM means ante, medium, after the time. And what do the letters PM mean after the time? What do the letters PM mean after the time? The letters PM mean post-meridian, after the time. So what's the difference between AM and PM? What's the difference between AM and PM? The difference between AM and PM is that we use AM for the time before midday, and PM for the time after midday. Good. What can we use instead of much and many? What can we use instead of much and many? We can use a lot of instead of much and many. Are there a lot of people in a small village?
No, there aren't a lot of people in a small village,
but there are few people in a small village. Good. Do the English drink a lot of coffee? Do the English drink a lot of coffee?
Yeah.
No, the
English
don't drink a lot of coffee, but they drink
a lot of tea.
They drink
a lot of tea.
Exactly. Do you drink a lot of tea? Do you drink a lot of tea?
Yes, I drink a lot of tea.
With milk and sugar?
With milk.
With milk, no sugar. Good. Do you put a lot of butter on your bread? Do you put a lot of butter on your bread?
No, I
don't. Not on. Don't.
I don't
put a lot of butter on my bread. But I put little butter on my bread. Do we use our mouths for both eating and speaking? Do we use our mouths for both eating and speaking?
Yes.
We use our mouths.
Our mouths.
Not mouths. For both eating and speaking. Can you speak both Chinese and Italian? Can you speak both Chinese and Italian?
No,
I can't speak
both
Chinese and
Italian.
But I speak only
Italian.
Italian. Good. Do you go to the cinema a lot? Do you go to the cinema a lot?
No, I don't go.
Don't go to the cinema a lot. But I go to the cinema.
To the cinema.
Little. Good. Do you read a lot?
Yes, I read a lot.
Good. Do you eat a lot?
Yes, I eat a lot.
Excellent. Good. Does she eat a lot?
Yes, she does.
She eats a lot. Excellent. Good. Do you want anything to eat at the moment? No,
I don't want anything.
Not anything to eat at the moment. If she wants something to eat, where must she go? If she wants something to eat, where must she go?
If she wants
something to eat, she must go either. Not go to. Go either. Home or to a restaurant. Good. Do you want anything to drink at the moment?
Yes, I want something to drink at the moment.
Not moment. Good. If she wants something to drink, where must she go? If she wants something to drink, where must she go? If she
wants something to drink,
she must go. Not see. She must go either home or
a bar.
To a bar. Good. If you want to hear people speaking Chinese, which country must you go to? If you want to hear people speaking Chinese, which country must you go to? If I want to hear people speaking Chinese, I must go to China. Good. Okay. Can you play the piano?
No, I can't play piano.
Play the piano.
I can't play the piano.
Excellent. Good. Can you play football?
No, I can't play.
Not can't.
Can't
play football. Good. Okay. What do we say to people between about 6 a.m. and 1 p.m.? What do we say to people between about 6 a.m. and 1 p.m.? We say good morning to people between about 6 a.m. and 1 p.m. And what do we say to people between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m.? What do we say to people between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m.? We say
good afternoon
to people between 1 p.m. and
5
p.m. And what do we say between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m.? What do we say between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m.? We say
good evening
between
5 p.m. and
1 p.m. No, 10 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, good. And what do we say after 10 p.m.? What do we say after 10 p.m.? We say
good night. Good night
After?
after 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Good. Do you come here in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at night? Do you come here in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at night? I come here.
I come here in the morning.
In the morning. Good. What's this? What's this? It's a
piece of paper.
not piece of paper.
Piece of paper.
Piece of paper. Are there any pieces of paper on the table? Are there any pieces of paper on the table? Yes.
Yes, there are some pieces of paper
On the table. Now paper.
Paper.
Good. Yeah. How many pieces of bread do you eat with your lunch? About how many pieces of bread do you eat with your lunch? I eat
about
2 pieces
pieces
of
of
bread
bread
with my lunch. Good. What's the difference between a country and the country? What's the difference between a country and the country? The difference
The difference between a country and the country is that a country
is a nation,
is a nation.
whilst the country is the opposite
is the opposite
of the town.
of the
Of the town. Good. What's the name of your country? What's the name of your country?
The name of my country is Mongolia.
Mongolia. Good. Do you live in the country? Do you live in the country?
No,
No, I
I
don't.
don't live in the country,
But I live
in the city.
In the city. Good. Do most children live with their parents? Do most children live with their parents?
Yes, most
Not most. Most children live.
with their parents.
Not their parents. Parents. Good. Do you want to live for 100 years? Do you want to live for 100 years?
Yes.
I want to live.
I want to live
For 100 years. Good. Does gas smell pleasant? Does gas smell pleasant? No.
No,
Gas
the
doesn't. Not the gas. No gas.
No, gas
Doesn't
smell
pleasant.
pleasant,
But it smells
smells badly.
not badly. Unpleasant.
Unpleasant.
Do flowers smell unpleasant? Do flowers smell unpleasant?
No,
Flowers don't. Not doesn't. Don't smell
Don't smell
unpleasant. But they smell
But they smell pleasant.
pleasant. Good. Do most people think work is a pleasant thing? Do most people think work is a pleasant thing?
Yes.
Yes. Most.
Most people.
Not most people.
Most people
Think work is a pleasant
a
thing.
pleasant thing.
Really?
No.
Good, yeah. Is Paris an unpleasant city? Is Paris an unpleasant city?
No,
Paris
isn't unpleasant.
An
unpleasant
city, but it's
a pleasant
city. Excellent. What do we drink wine from? What do we drink wine from? We drink
We drink
wine from a bottle, a glass?
from a glass.
From a glass.
Yes.
Good, yeah. Do we drink coffee from a glass? Do we drink coffee from a glass?
No,
We don't
drink coffee from a glass,
but we drink it from
a cup.
From a cup. Good. Okay. Is the table longer than the room? Is the table longer than the room?
No, the table isn't
Not
longer.
isn't longer than the room, but it's
smaller.
not smaller, shorter
Shorter.
than the room. Good. Is the table higher than the door? Is the table higher than the door?
No,
The table
isn't higher
than the door, but it's
it's short.
not shorter. What is it? Lower
Lower
than the door.
Than the door.
Excellent. Good. Is a village larger than a city? Is a village larger than a city?
No,
A village
a village
isn't
isn't larger than a city,
but
but
it's
it's smaller
than a city. Excellent. Good. Which is the longest river in the world? Which is the longest river in the world?
The Nile is the longest.
The Niles. The longest
river in the world.
Not world, world.
The
In
world.
the world. Good. Which is the longest street in this town? Which is the longest street in this town? Oxford Street
Oxford Street
is the longest street
in this town.
in this town. Excellent. Good. Which is the highest mountain in the world? Which is the highest mountain in the world?
Mount Everest
Is the highest
is the highest
mountain
mountain
in the world. Excellent. Good. Which is the highest mountain in your country? Which is the highest mountain in your country?
In my country,
The highest mountain.
the highest
Not highest. Highest mountain
mountain
in my country is Mount Bianco.
yes, Mount
Yeah.
Bianco.
Yeah. Good. Which is the largest city in Japan? Which is the largest city in Japan?
Tokyo.
Tokyo's the largest city
in Japan.
in Japan. Good. What's the date today? Not the day, the date. What's the date today? The date
The date is
today
is
is
the 10th of November
2005.
2005.
2005. What was the date yesterday? What was the date yesterday? The date
The date
yesterday was the 9th
the 9th
of November
2005.
2005. What will the date tomorrow be? What will the date tomorrow be? The date?
The day tomorrow.
Not day, date. Date. Tomorrow
Tomorrow
will be the 11th.
The 11th.
Not D, the 11th. The 11th of
of November.
2000.
2000.
Not 2000, 2000.
2000.
Not 2000, 2000.
2000.
Good. And 5. and 5. Good, okay. Is the table light? Is the table light?
No, the table is light,
But it's
heavy.
not heavy? Heavy.
Heavy.
Heavy, excellent, good. Who's the lightest person in your family? Who's the lightest person in your family?
My little cousin
Is the lightest person in my family. Good. Who's the heaviest person in your family? Who's the heaviest person in your family?
My brother
Is the heaviest?
is the heaviest
person
person in my family.
Excellent, very good. Okay, you can open to paragraph 157. 157. Okay, repeat shop. Shop. Yeah, for example, when I want to buy some food, I need to go to a shop to buy some food. Yeah? Which is the largest shop in London? Which is the largest shop in London? Harrods is the largest shop in London. In London, good. Are there any shops in the street where you live? Are there any shops in the street where you live?
Yes, there are many shops
In the street
where
I live, where I live. Good. Repeat ball.
Ball.
Yep. When we play football, we play with a ball. Yep. When we play tennis, we play
with a ball.
with a ball. So a ball can be very large or very small. Yep. Okay. Can we play tennis without a ball? Can we play tennis without a ball?
No, we can't play
Not
tennis.
can't play tennis
tennis
without a ball. But we must
But we must
have a ball to
to play
play tennis
tennis.
with. Good. What do we play football with? What do we play football with?
We play football with a ball.
With a ball. Excellent. Repeat bed.
Bed.
Bedroom.
Bedroom.
Get up.
Get up.
Sleep.
Sleep.
At night, I go to sleep. Yep. Sleep is a verb. Sleep is a verb. When I go to sleep in my bed. Yep. My bed is in my bedroom. Not in my bathroom, not in my kitchen, but in my bedroom. Yep. Okay. So, what time do you go to bed at night? What time do you go to bed at night? I
go to bed at 11 o'clock.
At night. At night. Good. What time do you get up? The opposite of go to bed is get up. What time do you get up in the morning? What time do you get up in the morning? I get up.
I get up at 6, half past 6.
Half past 6 in the morning. Good. How long do you sleep at night? How long do you sleep at night? I sleep for about
8 hours.
At night. At night. Good. What colour are the walls of your bedroom? What colour are the walls of your bedroom? The walls
The walls of my bedroom
are
lilac.
lilac. Lilac. Yeah. Good. Purple. Purple. Yeah. Good. Do you sleep a lot? Do you sleep a lot?
Yes,
I
I sleep a
a
lot.
lot. Good. Do you sleep longer than your parents? Do you sleep longer than your parents?
Yes, I sleep longer than my parents.
Not parents? Parents.
Parents.
Good. Okay. Repeat each.
Each.
Yeah. For example, how many fingers have I on both hands? How many?
8.
8. 2 thumbs?
And
Yeah, 8 fingers. Good. How many fingers have I on each hand?
4.
4. Yeah. 4 on this one. 4 on this one. 4 on each hand. Good. This school has about 1,000 students, but in each classroom there are about 5 or 10 students in each one. Yeah. So how many fingers have I on each hand? How many fingers have I on each hand? You've 4 fingers on each hand. Not and? Hand. Good. Have we each got 2 eyes? Have we each got 2 eyes?
Yes,
We've each got
2 eyes.
Good. Has each pupil got 2 heads? Has each pupil got 2 heads?
No.
Each pupil
Hasn't got
2 heads, but he's got only
only
one head. Excellent. Has each chair got 3 legs? Has each chair only got 3 legs?
No,
Each chair hasn't
has
only got 3 legs,
3 legs.
but it's got
It's got 4 legs.
4 legs. Excellent. Repeat. Vegetables.
Vegetables.
How many syllables? Vegetables. 3 syllables. Vegetables. Okay. Repeat. Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Peas.
Peas.
Yeah, these are the names of 3 vegetables. Yeah? Good. So do you like vegetables? Do you like vegetables?
Yes, I like vegetables.
Vegetables. Do you like all vegetables? Do you like all vegetables? Yes.
Yes, I like all vegetables.
All vegetables. What's your favourite vegetable? What's your favourite vegetable?
My favorite
Not favorite.
vegetable is
Vegetable.
RP.
Peas. Peas. Good. Just say vegetable.
Sorry.
Vegetable.
Vegetables.
Vegetables. Not vegetables, vegetables. Good. Name me 3 vegetables, please. Name me 3 vegetables, please. The names?
The names of 3.
Not tree, 3 vegetables.
Vegetables
Are potatoes.
potatoes, peas, and salad.
Salad, lettuce. Lettuce, the greens, yeah, lettuce, yeah. Or peas, yeah. Okay, repeat, study.
Study.
School children.
School children.
Children who go to school are called school children. School children, good. When you are here to study English. It's the verb, study. Yep. Do you like studying?
Yes.
Okay, do you study Spanish? Do you study Spanish?
No, I don't study
Spanish, but I study
English.
English, good. Must you study a lot if you want to learn a subject well? Must you study a lot if you want to learn a subject well?
Yes, I must study a lot if I want to learn a subject well.
Good. Do most school children like studying? Do most school children like studying?
No.
Most? Not most. Most.
Most
school children
children
don't like.
studying.
Don't like. Don't like.
Don't like
Studying.
studying.
But
They
dislike.
dislike
Studying. Not study, but studying.
Studying.
Studying. Good. Okay. Repeat. Arrive.
Arrive.
Leave. Leave. For example, you arrive here for your lesson at 12:30. Yep. You leave here after the lesson at 1:20. 1:20. Yep. You arrive here and then you leave. Yep. I arrive here at 8 o'clock and then I leave at 4 o'clock. Yep. So what time do you arrive here for your lesson? What time do you arrive here for your lesson?
I arrive here for my lesson.
I arrive here at
half past 12
for my lesson.
for my lesson.
Not lesson, but lesson.
Lesson.
Lesson, good. Are you the first person to arrive in the classroom? Are you the first person to arrive in the classroom?
You're not the first person
To arrive in the classroom, but I'm
but I'm
the last person
the last person
to arrive in the classroom. What time do you leave here after the lesson? What time do you leave here after the lesson?
I leave
here
here
at
at 1.
half past one. After?
Half past 1.
After the lesson. Good. Do you leave your shoes in the classroom after the lesson? Do you leave your shoes in the classroom after the lesson?
No, I don't leave
Not
my
on. Don't.
I don't leave my shoes
in the classroom
after
the lesson. But I take them
Yes,
But I take them
take them
with me.
With
With me. Good. Do you leave any food on your plate after a meal? Do you leave any food on your plate after a meal?
No,
I don't
leave any food on my plate after a meal.
A meal. Excellent. Good. Repeat sun.
Sun.
Sky.
Sky.
If we look out the window, we can see the sky. Yep. What colour is the sky?
Blue.
Grey. Grey. Yeah. Okay. During the day, we can see the sun in the sky. The sun's the colour of gold, yellow. Yeah. The sun's the colour of gold. Yeah. So what can we see in the sky during the day? What can we see in the sky during the day?
We can see the sun
In the
and
sky during the day.
day.
Okay. Good. What colour is the sun? What colour is the sun?
The sun's
The sun's the colour
the color
of
gold.
Of gold. What colour is the sky today? What colour is the sky today?
The color of
The sky. The skies.
The sky is grey.
The sky is grey.
The sky is grey
Today. Excellent. Good. Okay. Repeat. Sea.
Sea.
Land.
Land.
By the sea.
By the sea.
Inland.
Inland.
Africa.
Africa.
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean.
Good. Not Mediterranean. 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 Good. Okay. So we've got Europe and then Africa. Yep. The name of the sea between Europe and Africa is the Mediterranean Sea. The Mediterranean Sea. So that's the name of the sea between Europe and North Africa. North Africa. Okay. Okay. If you live in London, do you live by the sea? If you live in London, do you live by the sea?
No.
No, you don't. You live
You live inland.
inland. Not in the land, inland. The opposite of by the sea is inland. Good. But you say, I live on the land. Yeah? Not on the sea. I live on the land. So do you live on the sea? Do you live on the sea?
No,
I don't live
in the sea.
on the sea,
On the sea,
but I
but I
live
live
on the land. Good. In your country, do you live by the sea? In your country, do you live by the sea?
Yes, in my country I live by the sea.
Excellent. Is Moscow by the sea? Is Moscow by the sea?
Yes, Moscow is
Moscow?
Oh, no.
No, Moscow.
The river.
Yeah, Moscow isn't
Moscow isn't
by the sea, but it's.
But it's
What's the opposite of by the sea?
inland.
The opposite of by the sea is inland. Good. Is London inland? Is London inland? Yes. London's inland. Is New York inland? Is New York inland?
No, New York it isn't inland, but it's
by the sea.
By the sea.
By the sea. Excellent. What's the name of the sea between Europe and North Africa? What's the name of the sea between Europe and North Africa? The name?
the name of the sea between Europe and North Africa.
Not North Africa.
North Africa.
Not North Africa.
North Africa
Is
the
Mediterranean Sea. Excellent, very good. Okay, we're going to do a reading. We're going to do reading 30, lesson 30, paragraph 169. 169. So the first word is important. Important. Okay. We'll start with Sarangaram. Important.
Important holiday, Christmas,
Easter.
What are the two most important, most important holidays of the year in Europe?
The
Two most important holidays of the year
in Europe
are Christmas and Easter.
When's
Christmas?
Christmas?
Christmas is on the 25th of December.
When's Easter?
When's Easter? Easter's in spring, either in March or in April. Full, empty.
Is this
box empty? No, that box isn't empty, but it's full.
Thank you very much. Good. Okay, would you like to read? Yeah.
Are your pockets full of money? Yes, my pockets are
Full of money. Is your stomach?
Is your stomach empty?
Not stomach, stomach.
Stomach
Empty.
after a large meal? No, my stomach isn't empty.
No, isn't
empty after a large meal.
But
it's full.
Good. Are the streets?
Are the streets full of people during the
Not
night?
during the night.
No, the streets aren't full.
Aren't
full of people during the night, but they're empty of people during the night.
Good.
Moon, star. Can we see the sun in the sky during the night? No, we can't see the sun in the sky during the night, but we can see the moon and the moon and the stars. What colors the moon? The moon is the color of silver. Can we count the stars? No, we can't count. Count the stars. Can't count the stars.
Very good. Excellent. Good. Would you like to read?
Subject, mathematics.
Which subject?
Which subject do you like the most?
Not most.
Do you like the most?
Yeah, good.
At school, the subject I like the most at school is history.
History. Good.
About how many subjects must children generally study
At school,
children must generally study about
10 subjects
10 subjects at school.
Do you like
Do you like the subject of mathematics?
Not mathematics, mathematics.
Mathematics?
Yes, I like.
Yes, I more or less
Like the subject
of mathematics.
Wash, dress. What do we do?
What do we do when we get up in the morning? We wash and dress when we get up in the morning.
Do you dress?
Do you dress before washing? No, I don't dress.
Don't.
I don't dress before washing.
Good, that's fine. That's fine, great. And would you like to read? Yeah.
Broad, common,
Not common, common. Fire.
fire, hot, peace, hot, warm, cool, cold,
Cold. Finland. One of the. Is it hot?
Is it hot in Finland?
No, it
No.
isn't.
It isn't hot in
No, isn't.
It isn't hot in Finland,
But
it's cold.
Cold. Is it warm?
Is it warm in autumn?
No, it isn't.
It isn't warm in autumn, but it's cold.
Is it hotter?
Is it hotter in winter
Than in summer?
Than in summer?
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't hotter in winter
Than in summer,
but it's
colder
in winter
than in summer. Which is
one
one
of the hottest countries in the world.
not world.
World.
India.
India is one of the hottest countries in the world.
Thank you. That's good. Which is one?
Which is one of the coldest countries
Not countries.
countries
In the world.
in the world.
Finland.
Finland
Is
is
one
one of the coldest countries in the world.
Is it as hot?
Is it as hot in
Not
Scandinavia?
as hot. As hot.
As hot in Scandinavia as in
Not in
Spain?
Scandinavia. Scandinavia.
Scandinavia as in Spain?
No, it It isn't.
No, it isn't as hot in Scandinavia as in
Not Scandinavia, Scandinavia.
Scandinavia
As in
as
Spain.
in Spain,
But
it's colder in Scandinavia than in Spain.
Good. Taste.
Taste.
What am I doing?
You are tasting your finger.
Do you like the
Do you like
taste?
the taste of tea without sugar?
Not without sugar.
Without sugar? Yes, I like the taste of tea without sugar.
What do we taste?
What do we taste with?
We
We
taste
taste with our tongue.
not tongues, tongues.
Tongues.
Tongues. We taste with our tongues. That's good. Excellent. All right. We're going to do a dictation. Dictation 12, paragraph 169. Dictation 12, paragraph 169. Okay. There isn't anybody here. There isn't anybody here. There isn't anybody here, comma. But there's somebody in the corridor. But there's somebody in the corridor. But there's somebody in the corridor. Full stop. In the corridor. Full stop. He hasn't the same colour hair. He hasn't the same colour hair. He hasn't the same colour hair as I have. The same colour hair as I have. Full stop. His is a different colour. His is a different colour. His is a different colour. Full stop. Their heads are moving. Their heads are moving. Their heads are moving up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Full stop. Master Brown's tie is grey. Master Brown's tie is grey. Master Brown's tie is grey. Full stop. We call this a map. We call this a map. We call this a map. Full stop. And that's the end of dictation 12, paragraph 169. Good. Okay. Okay. Repeat. Lift.
Lift.
Little.
Little.
Yep. This is my thumb. Yep. These are my fingers. This is my little finger. It's my little finger. Yep. If I do this, I am lifting the book. I'm lifting the book. Now, I am lifting the chair. Exactly. Good. Can you lift the table with your little finger? Can you lift the table with your little finger?
No, I can't lift the table with my little finger.
Why not? Because the table's
too heavy.
too heavy. Good. Is this piece of paper light enough for you to lift? Is this piece of paper light enough for you to lift? Yes.
Yes, this piece of
That
piece of paper is light enough
For me to lift.
to lift.
To lift. Excellent. Good. Repeat. As.
As.
Not as.
Not as.
Not so as.
Not so as.
Thames.
Thames.
Spain.
Spain.
Yeah. Who's from Spain? You're from Spain. Spain is a country in Europe, in the south of Europe. In the south of Europe, yeah. The Thames is the name of the river in London. The River Thames. Not Thames, Thames. Yeah. Okay, so, is the table as high as the door? The same height. Is the table as high as the door?
No,
The table isn't as high
as
the door, but it's
But it's lower
not lower than
than
the door. Excellent, good. Is this building as high as Mount Everest? Is this building as high as Mount Everest?
No,
This building isn't
as high as Mount Everest.
Not Everest, Everest.
Everest.
But it's
That is short.
not shorter?
Lower.
Lower than
Than
Mount Everest. Good. We use high and low for things, and tall and short for People. For people. Yep. Is the River Thames as long as the Nile? Is the River Thames as long as the Nile?
No, the River Thames is not.
Isn't as long as the Nile. But it's shorter than the Nile. Good. Is Spain as large as South America? Is Spain as large as South America? No,
Spain
isn't
as large
as South America. But it's smaller than South America. Good. Okay, repeat season.
Season.
Not season, season.
Season.
Spring.
Spring.
Summer.
Summer.
Autumn.
Autumn.
Winter.
Winter.
So the names of the 4 seasons of the year are spring, summer, autumn and winter. Good. What season are we in now? What season are we in now? We're in?
We're in autumn.
Not autumn, autumn.
Autumn.
Now. Good. And what was last season?
The last season
Not the
was,
last season.
Last season was summer.
Summer. Yes, good. What will next season be? What will next season be? Next season will be winter. Excellent. Good. Repeat precede.
Precede.
Follow.
Follow.
Precede means to come before. Yeah. Follow means to come after. So for example, Tuesday precedes Wednesday. Yeah. Tuesday comes before Wednesday. Tuesday precedes Wednesday. Thursday, what? Follows Wednesday. Thursday follows Wednesday. It comes after. Yeah. So, which day precedes Wednesday? Which day precedes Wednesday? Tuesday precedes Wednesday. Good. Which day follows Wednesday? Which day follows Wednesday?
Thursday follows
Wednesday. Good. Does Thursday precede Wednesday? Does Thursday precede Wednesday? No.
No.
Thursday doesn't precede Wednesday, but it
follows
follows it. Which number follows the number 13? Which number follows the number 13? 14 follows
the number
13. 13, not 15. Yeah. Do the pupils precede the teacher out of the classroom after the lesson? Do the pupils precede the teacher out of the classroom after the lesson? Do they come before or do they come after? Do the pupils precede the teacher? No. The pupils don't precede the teacher out of the classroom after the lesson. But they follow her. Follow her. Yeah, good. Does the teacher precede the pupils into the classroom before the lesson? Does the teacher precede the pupils into the classroom before the lesson? No, the teacher doesn't precede the pupils into the classroom before the lesson. But she follows them. Follow, not them. Excellent. Good. Okay. Repeat old. New. Yes. For example, this building is about 100 years old. So it's an old building. It is not a new building. The opposite of old is new. These are adjectives. Yeah? So we have old, older, the oldest. New, newer, the newest. Exactly. Good. Are your shoes new? Are your shoes new?
No, my shoes aren't
new, but they're
old.
Good. Is this an old building we're in at the moment? Is this an old building we're in at the moment?
Yes.
This is an old building we're in at the moment. Good. So, old and new we generally use for things. Yep. Whereas old and young we use for people. Yep. So you have young, younger, the youngest. Yep. What's the difference between new and young? What's the difference between you and young? The difference between you and young is that we use new for things and young for people. Not young for people. Yeah, good. Is Miss Brown an old woman? Is Miss Brown an old woman? No.
No, Miss Brown isn't
an old woman, but she's a young girl. A young girl. Good. Yeah. Are you older than your mother? Are you older than your mother?
No, I'm not
older than my mother, but I'm
younger than my mother.
Good. Who's the youngest person in your family? Who's the youngest person in your family?
The youngest person in my family is my
little cousin. Good. Okay. Repeat. Put on. Take off. Okay. For example, I am putting my hand on the table. Yep. I am putting my hand on the wall. Say putting on. Now I am taking my hand off the wall.